If he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's only going to get this to the 4-yard line.
That return, it will not be on the postseason highlight reel. If you're the offensive coordinator, you've just changed your play calling because you thought you might have some field to work with. Instead, now, you've got to call plays that won't make mistakes.
Let's go now.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And they will take over 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now here's Vick. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
Vick with the incompletion on 1st down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. He's got him in, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. And they'll run it for the first time with Ricky Williams. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They run it again with Williams. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
On 3rd down, Vick. And that will be incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Copy Ranger, copy Ranger.
Vick to throw on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And as a result, possession switches hands. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Herbert's throw pulled in by Jefferson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. It's Barkley on the counter. Room here to run. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. We're scoreless after one. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The offense already on the field here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Big Derek Brown making the stop. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Deacon Jones. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
Succop's kick is good, and it's 3-0 here in the 2nd quarter. Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here, and now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Let's go now.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. On 2nd and 9. Herbert complete. It's Johnson. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Back to the air. Herbert on 2nd down. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Barkley, inside handoff. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On the draw, this is Barkley. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as he'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Herbert. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Steeler legend Troy Polamalu with a pick.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
On the goal, now, 3.
Again, it's Williams. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Hurt. Right there, hurt. Go.
Play action now. Vick rolling to his left. Open man is Andre Reed, complete. And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw, Vick. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 47 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
On 1st and 10, here's Vick. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. So that a definite deflator there on the interception.
Yeah, you work your way down the field, thinking you're in position for a go-ahead score, but all it takes is one errant throw, and this one winds up a turnover.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
On 2nd and 9, Vick. He finds his man, complete. It's Gonzalez. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 34.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Down at the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing, Vick. He's got a man. It's the tight end, Casper. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Williams running left. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On play action, Vick. And that's incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Here's Michael Vick. He's got a man. Andre Reed complete. Touchdown. Andre Reed, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Aviators have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's a give to Barkley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Again, it's Barkley. And some space here. Touchdown! Saquon Barkley, 41 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown on the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Extra point up and good by Succop, and the lead is now 10-7. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Here's Vick. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Throwing again, Vick on 2nd and 10. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown. Justin Jefferson, 66 yards. And the Aviators use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Back to throw here, Herbert. Quick completion here to Johnson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. 22 yards there, a first down. the shotgun. They run with Barkley. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Now Herbert. And the catch made by Johnson. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Herbert. To Barkley on the check down. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Throwing, Herbert. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. Disaster there, resulting in a loss of 7 on 3rd down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
Got a man complete, Calvin Johnson. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
And with the scoreboard against him here in the 4th quarter, this was definitely 4-down territory. Really nice job there of finding a way to get open, and a really nice throw. That sets him up with 1st and goal.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Herbert gonna throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this, because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
Extra point put through by Succop. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head on a huge mistake late. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor.